Hello, it's Bobby and Ella, birthday girl Ella, for our friends at CS Custom Blinds. So not only do they do blinds, shutters, shades, interiors, but they do exteriors. And I don't know if you've ever seen how awesome a sunsetter is, but life is better under a sunsetter. Ella, do you have any outdoor space that kind of bakes you in the sun?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the backyard, right?
Yeah.
Well, guess what could help with that? A sunsetter. So we need to get CS Custom Blinds out here to measure our house for one because they are an authorized dealer for Sunsetter, which means they have an exclusive partnership so they can get you the best deal possible. Sunsetter is the #1 name in awnings for over 30 years. And over 1 million satisfied customers cannot be a lie. Call today for your free in-home estimate. Absolutely free, so you know what you're looking at. 719-344-2799 or visit them online at cscustomblinds.com. Ellie, do you want to sing the jingle?
No.
CS Custom Blinds, Colorado owned for your Colorado home. Hey guys, it's Bobby and
Ella. Ava.
And what's today? What's special about today?
It's my birthday.
That's right. How old are you?
11.
11. Next year, you're going to be at her school. Congrats to Ava, by the way. She is a part of the National Junior Honor Society. Is that correct?
Yep.
So what are you going to be doing for them? Taking out the trash? Wiping down the tables? What is it?
No. I will lead events.
You'll be a good citizen.
Be a good citizen.
A good example.
Yes. Help
Okay.
around the school.
Okay. Well, both of the girls wanted to jump in and help me with what's trending today. So we're going to start talking about this. This really isn't relevant to you guys because you travel with me typically as your parent. So, and you don't have IDs. So the TSA is offering guidance on flying without a real ID as of today. So passengers can still fly if they present alternative forms of identification. The process may take longer without a real ID. The TSA advises travelers to arrive at the airport earlier to avoid delays. And that's my cat rubbing on my microphone. U.S. consumers may face a 31% increase on smartphone prices due to tariffs. Guys, how would you feel about, oh my gosh, your eye looks so weird just there for a second. Like whited out. You look like a zombie. How do you feel about smartphones going up in price?
I feel it's unnecessary because people in China make them for like $10.
Okay, well, clocked by a 13-year-old.
Clock that tea.
Video game consoles prices may rise about 69%, and a 34% price increase is expected for laptops and tablets. So these tariffs are a real thing. They're affecting us right in our pocketbook. Jeff Goldblum, do you guys know who that is?
No.
He's the wizard from Wicked.
Oh.
I also know him.
Awkward guy.
Yeah, he's not
That
awkward.
sounds old.
Huh?
That name sounds
Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah.
He's the Wizard of Oz. Anyway, I know him from Jurassic Park. That's my childhood with him. Anyway, he was recently spotted wearing a $1.2 million Jacob & Co. watch. The watch has, just so you know, a whopping 162 diamonds. And girls, Father's Day is coming up, so
You want that watch?
what are your plans? What are your thoughts? What do you guys, any ideas? He-Man? Okay, I'll accept that. Cheez-It is launching their own line of frozen pizzas. How do you feel about that? Cheez-It pizzas?
Ew.
No?
Sounds weird.
Okay, well, the pizzas are going to be less than $10 and come in 3 flavors, including pepperoni, 4 cheese, and cheddar jack supreme. Just so you know, the Cheez-It is going to be like in the crust. It's going to be like a Cheez-It crust. Doesn't that sound good?
Kinda.
Okay. Panda Express. Do you guys like Panda Express?
I love
What's your favorite go-to at Panda Express?
The noodles and orange chicken.
Okay, so the lo mein and orange chicken. Is that what you said? Okay. What about you, Ella? Speak
well,
up.
lo mein and beef and broccoli.
Okay, very, very good.
Fried rice.
I like lo mein. I also like Beijing beef and the crispy honey chicken, whatever that is. It's really, really good. Anyway, Panda Express is going to be holding karaoke parties in restaurants in select cities to celebrate Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Wow! Try saying that 5 times fast. Guests who purchase a Panda family meal will also receive a free, this is such a funny name, Panda Oki kit. Okay, if you had to sing karaoke at a Panda Express, what song would you choose?
I would sing All the Stars by Kendrick Lamar.
What? You don't know all the words for that.
Yes, I do.
You know Kendrick Lamar's rap?
I listened to that song on repeat.
Okay, just give me the first verse. Go.
All the stars. That's literally it. I'm not kidding.
You're talking about SZA's part, and she does the chorus. The rapping is totally different. I'm questioning that one. Ella, what about you?
How
rock like Jenny.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you guys guess what song I would do?
Britney Spears.
Any Britney Spears song. You got it. Correct.
Unholy.
Mommy don't know daddy's getting hot. Weight Watchers recently filed for bankruptcy to eliminate $1 billion in debt. Girls, you know what Weight Watchers is?
No.
Okay, it's a brand that was kind of big in the 90s. They held meetings and it was support groups for people losing weight. And Weight Watchers is aiming to restructure its debt and continue operations. A company spokesperson says the bankruptcy will not affect the delivery of its program and food to members. So they do have Weight Watchers food and all that stuff. So if you are a member of Weight Watchers, don't fret. Everything will be just fine. But yeah, they're filing for bankruptcy. So it's kind of almost the end of an era. It's sad to see all these businesses file for bankruptcy. And I'll leave you with the weird story, and the girls really want to bring this up. I don't know why. Probably because I was watching YouTube one day, and I found the world's craziest funeral show. I don't know what it was, but it was this husband, his 2 kids, their mom had passed away, and they had her funeral in a bowling alley, and her casket was laid out on the lane, like almost like you would put bumpers on it, and they wheeled the casket into the pins, so she got like a strike, like her final strike. Anyway, it was very bizarre, and the girls like think that's funny. Kind of is funny, but this story is to piggyback on that. A DeKalb County, Georgia woman, which is close to where I used to grow up in Georgia, named Marva Lynch, has filed a lawsuit against a funeral home because her grandmother was replaced in the casket by someone else. How scary would that be? Like not seeing your loved one in the casket.
That's weird.
You guys have never, thankfully, had to go to a funeral and see that. And it's my hope that you guys don't ever have to see a body. And this is a weird conversation that we're having, but I just don't like them. I think they're odd. Anyway, so Marva provided clothes and a wig for her grandmother's final arrangements, yet it was not her grandmother in the casket. Her lawsuit accuses the funeral home of negligence, mishandling human remains, and breach of contract. She's seeking monetary damage for funeral costs and emotional distress. And I have to say, if I'm on a jury or a judge, I'm going to award her that money because that is emotional distress and she shouldn't have to pay for that funeral.
Yeah.
So why did you guys want to talk about this?
I don't know.
Ella did.
I just saw the little thing and it made me think of it.
The bowling alley funeral?
Yes.
Okay, so death is kind of sad. We all know that. So if you had to think of a fun thing, let's say, I don't want to say me or anybody in our family, but let's just say you were going to plan a fun funeral for somebody that you loved. What would that thing be?
A party.
Okay, what kind of party?
Celebration of life party.
Okay, yeah, but like what's unique? Like this one family did bowling. So how are you going to top that?
My funeral would be at Raising Cane's.
What? Raising Cane's?
Yes.
Okay, that's wild. Ella, any thoughts on you? And this isn't for your funeral. I said you're planning somebody else's. You would plan somebody else's funeral at Raising Cane's, right?
Mine. No, that's fine.
Okay, I don't like this talk. I don't like this, and I'm gonna end the popcast really quick if we don't wrap it up. I think a fun way would to do a trampoline park.
Yeah.
I mean,
What you gonna do? Put the casket on trampoline?
Mhm.
Let it bounce?
yeah. No, you'd have to
the
lock.
casket opens.
No, you'd have to. You'd have to lock it so the body doesn't come out. Okay, well, this popcast got very weird. Girls, let's wrap it up. Where can people find all my links for the popcast streaming and visually?
Any social media platform?
Yes. Where's that website?
BobbyAdon.com.
How do you spell that?
BOBBYA.
Dot ADAN.
No, it's not Bobby Dotadon.
I said
Is
Bobby
it BobbyAdon.com?
BobbyAdon.com.
BOBBY. Not Bobby.
Just, it's right there. You'll see the text right there. Thank you for watching another episode of Bobby's Popcast. Ava, do you have anything to say to your sister since today's special day?
Good luck.
Ava, come on.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Gosh, my goodness. 13 years old and she's ready to run the world. Thank you for watching.